I've always had a fascination with players that can break the mold of the meta. They can come up with their own personal strategies and completely annihilate the opponents on the Rift. One player in particular, his name is Dzukill. He plays on the EUS server and he is currently ranked 9, playing predominantly Yone and Yasuo in the top lane. The thing I love about this player was he was actually a mid laner to begin with. He was playing mostly Yasuo, but then he actually identified that, hey, top lane is a better suited role for these champions that want such long distances to all in. So he played a lot of Yasuo top, actually achieved Challenger. Then of course Yone came out and it's like, hey, Yone does an even better job than Yasuo at this freezing, wave manipulating, and then looking for the all-in in an extended lane. And that's exactly what he does in EUS Challenger. Everybody hates versing him. It's very hard to dive these champions. A lot of outplay potential. Today we're going to break down his awesome gameplay against one of your favorites, the boss. Just before we hit the Rift, guys, I noticed in my analytics, like 65% of you aren't subscribed. So if you wanted to hit the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. You'll see more of my videos in your feed. And maybe leave a like and a comment on the video. It helps me out with the algorithm, spreads my videos around. I appreciate it. Heading into the matchup now, we're into the boss's Scion. He's a monster on this pick. Notorious inter, but always having very high presence on the map. High farm numbers. So I'm wondering how Dzukill can manage through this lane. Usually the Scion will int a couple of kills over. But he'll manage to pick up a lot of the waves and really come into his own when he becomes too tanky to goddamn kill. So I'm wondering how this matchup will play out. Of course, guys, when you're running the Yone, when you're running the Yasuo top, like, the aim of the game, it's no secret. You're looking for solo kills. You need to whittle them away. You need to play, like, in the idea, every single CS, every single time the enemy moving up, you want to suffocate them and look for these all-ins. As you can already see, he's trying to proc that Conqueror, gets it. And chunks the Scion down to half health. He does get low also, however. Play around the cooldowns. And his top lane style, like, I feel like it's more preservation. He has very good wave. He has some of the best top lane wave management I've seen. And then the kills will naturally just come to him as the enemy overextends. And he's able to get either the all-in or at least a lot of harass down with his E and poke. And then the jungler can follow up, or he can eventually maneuver into a solo kill, okay? But the number one thing you don't want to be doing is, like, you want to be farming. Oh my god, nice juke out there. Going in with the E. And you'll just be doing that over and over on cooldown. E is a 20-second cooldown level 1, so you need to be aware of that. Comes in. He's just going to be an all-in. Gets the W shield. Keeps going. Conqueror's fully sacked. He has flash. Doesn't even need to blow it. Going to keep autoing. And that's just going to be first blood. Scion. With the trademarked int. He'll be able to clear out the wave, though. The Scion passive is so strong early. Let's see what he does with the wave. Is he going to hard shot, or he's going to try and freeze it? Just going to sit, man. I don't know. Like, I feel like you could either go for the base. Perfect. This wave will slow shove back into him. So he'll base now. And he might not even have to teleport. It really depends on how fast he is. Now, he prioritizes a strange build. He goes boots. Boots priority is number 1. Zerker Greaves. Always Zerker Greaves. Then you are going, if you're ahead, I believe it's Zeal. And then you go Shield Bow. But if you're getting a little bit far behind, you can't really stack up to the Zeal. Just go straight Shield Bow. Go Vamp for some preservation in lane. Trying to get some sustain back. As he jogs back to lane. Doesn't need to blow the teleport. Scion doesn't blow TP either, though. And I don't know why. Like, this... No pro players I've really seen use this Yone. I saw there was a meta there when anyone was picking Gnar, and players would pick Yasuo as a counter, because Yasuo, of course, can all-in a Gnar, especially when he gets mini and he'll die. As we're looking for the all-in. Don't think we can get a solo here. Oh. What? He just accepts death. It's over for you, buddy. We grab our second kill. Okay, great gank, I guess. Sure. He's so squishy. Now we got a bounty. Scion has TP. And just take the wave slow. Top lane is such a devastating role. If you know how to manipulate waves and let it slow shove into you, I generally don't think there's another role that's more punishing than top lane if you know how to control waves better. Like, mid lane, I feel like a lot of time in the mid lane, it's so easy for the enemy, especially if they're playing some type of mage with good wave clear, to just either get their jungler to come mid, because he's obviously more proximity, like, close to mid lane, so it's more likely he can help you shove out. Or if, like, you're playing Syndra, just pick up the bloody creeps from afar and shove it. Top lane is a lot more punishing, I feel. The jungler is there less often. It's a much longer lane. There's so much more space to move, especially now with the alcove. And I just think this is actually I think Yone and Yasuo are actually situated beautifully for top lane. If you know how to play the matchups. The probably thing is that a lot of people don't know how to play the top lane matchups correctly. We missed the cannon. Dzukill, he puts a lot of games in every season. He had I think two of his counts were top 10 last week, but maybe one account right now is maybe 20 something. Dropped a couple of games. As we have the Bramble Vest now for the Sion, good counter. And just remember, like, there's nothing stopping you guys from trying to innovate picks like this. There was a meta there where we're playing Soraka top, Janna top. There's always niche strategies in the game that people aren't aware of that can work, right? And that are better than the traditional meta mold, especially if they don't know how to play against it. It will work. You just got to identify these things and fully commit to learning it. As we have the teleport, we're teleporting up into the top lane. We have our Zeal. Let's see if we can get the all-in. Sion making sure to get every creep possible. Hits the ultimate, gets denied, and he will die there for his third death. And most certainly not his last this game. It's going to be a bad one for him. Oh, shit. Are we really freezing? And look at that. What? That is like, this is... What are you trying to do? Win the game? Jesus Christ. The Sion has teleport. And I feel like if he doesn't blow up top, he's going to miss a lot of creeps. And people are kind of confused. Like, why is Dzukill top 10 EUS challenger? Is he like the most mechanically insane player? Does he have like some special combos he does on these champions? No, he's just a good player in general. He understands the game. He has really good macro. He has good fundamentals and wave management. And then he also is, you know, he is extremely good on the champions he plays. He's very mechanically good. Is he just so crazy on these champions, better than other Yone or Yasuo one-tricks? No, he's essentially the same. It's just his game knowledge and this matchup knowledge that really allows him to excel in the top lane, I believe. He's a good player and he has good fundamentals. I think, I was watching the other day, I think maybe he hit Challenger first time, like season 8 or 9. So he's a pretty late starter. Hasn't been around since day one, that's for sure. Like in the Challenger ranks since season 3 or 4, a lot of players have been. I always like the new players coming in, like the OGs that have just been season 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Challenger, just hold it every season is impressive. But it's always nice to see new blood come in. I'm not saying he's new blood, but I'm just saying like, it's always nice to see the younger players come through and just run up into the top of the Challenger, you know? Up and over old players. And also, Dzukill streams all the time. I'll link his Twitch channel in the comments, in the description down below. Go and show him some love if you can. Start working our way towards the noon quiver. The best thing about Yone top, like, it's the reason it's better than the Yasuo, I think, is that the ultimate is just a get out of jail free card. If they try and dive you, if someone tries to gank you, later bitch, just ultimate away. It's so nice to have. Casual picks up a double. Pops the E. Wouldn't be surprised if he just looks for the all-in here. Has ult. Wondering if he just Q. Ooh, has to flash. Q's back in. Gets the solo kill. Still has the ultimate to blow, but doesn't need it. Here comes Asher. Careful, careful, careful. Ooh. He's not afraid of that LeBlanc. Level 9 to level 7. How is the LeBlanc so far down in levels? What is this? As we jog on back. We should have Noon Quiver here. And I think a champion like Yone is great to learn. Because I think you can run Yone top, mid, and I think it's underrated in the bot lane as well if you synergize it with a tanky champion like Leona, Nautilus, Alistar. Champions like this, I think these bruisers do exceptionally well and are underrated. So it's always nice when you learn a champion. It can be multi-flexed into different roles, especially if you're filled. It helps you out a lot. Keeps you on the same champion over and over and over again. Is how you find success in solo kill. The Q. as it's gonna come to a point where it's like, do you really need to keep freezing on this guy? Like, how much of an advantage are you getting at this point? But killing him over and over is really not worth it, because he's already 0-4. You just gotta ignore... I think the boss sometimes just gets so many deaths that people just started ignoring him, but he's always able to manage to keep up in CS. And then in the mid-late game, when he's beefy and not worth not even worth that much gold, it's like... he does become a bit of an issue. Move in, get the knock on. Sion, no ultimate. We ulti in and we miss everything. And that is so unfortunate. Because that, like, how stupid this champion is. That E lasts for so long. And I think he definitely did miss out on a solo kill there. There was it was doable for sure. E. Q. Gonna be all in. Oh shit. Sion ulti. Sion ulti. Nocturne ulti. He backs out. He thought it's on him. On the mid lane, but... and I feel like Yone is a good champion for a lot of people to learn. It's great. You got mixed damage. It's a bloody... I feel like it fits into a lot... oh! Insta ultimate from Sion. I feel like it's such an ease, like it's so much easier than Yasuo to have results on. It's such a simple champion. It really doesn't take that many games on it to learn. Test your limits, understand the champion, the fundamentals. I feel like you'll have good results, guys. Synergize it up with some hard CC on your team. We get that solo. Really nice awareness of the back by the Sion. 5-0, almost 10 CS per minute. And grab some plates now. Really solid game. His team's got a 2k gold lead. Enemy Ezreal's 4-1 though. We'll work out, say, do we get another plate? Yes, yes we do. Hey, hey. He has blue. Is that? Does he really have that blue trinket? So early. We get the shield bow now. And this is where you can really start becoming a monster in the game, guys. You're so tanky. You'll be able to 1v2, 1v3. You have a level advantage. And this Sion's tank going full blade tank. It's got... I don't know. I really don't know. There's going to be a point where it's just going to be so hard to kill the Sion. It's going to take too much commitment. I guess unless you just get a Lord Doms, like, I guess it'll shred him anyway then. Checks all the brushes, whole team hovering topside for him. And let me know in the comments below if you think any other champions can be cheesed out into the top lane like this. See, I just don't think this is worth committing so many people for a 0-5 Sion. This is where the boss really comes into his own, like... this is his time to shine. Because killing him really doesn't give you too much advantage. Looks like the Ezreal swapped up into the top side here. Ashe support. Sure. If he goes for it, I reckon he can absolutely kill one of these people. Ults in onto the Ashe, gets exhausted, just needs to tick back. Gets hit by the Asher. This could not quite the end of him. And you can see he's ready to look for those all-ins. They're definitely there if you hit it. Really nice by Mouse. But is it enough? Oh shit. We gotta flash in. We kill the Ashe. Looking to try and get the Nocturne now. 1Q will do it. He doesn't overcommit there. Has to back out. And that's why you pick Mal's into LeBlanc. Every time Mal's and Lissandra into LeBlanc is very good. Every time LeBlanc W's forward, instantly start spamming your R. Do not hesitate. Just start spamming. As Ezreal moves in. Shut down over to the Yone. What a champ. What a guy. Don't complain about broken champions, guys. Instead of complaining, just goddamn play them, hey? Not that hard. We have so much sustain that we're just gonna head down top. Gonna keep funneling all this resource onto him. 160 at 16. I reckon the laner, like, do you reckon he runs top or do you reckon he runs bot here? I'm feeling like, who's their mid laner? Malzahar. Start working our way towards the infinity edge now. Run down mid. You can just start contesting objectives at this point. I don't know, like guess side, like, I don't know how much value you get out of the side lane. But having the teleport will allow you to pressure the tower, I guess. And if Ezreal tries to match you in the solo, you can eat him alive. Is this guy stupid? This has to be a bait, right? What on earth is this guy doing? Ah, it is a bait. But who's baiting who? Ultimate out. We're actually feared up there. Shield bow procs, looking to get the autos in. He's able to get a double. Any triples? No way. He can't do it. He can't do it. Fuck, that was close, man. And that's what I'm talking about. So the Ezreal was baiting it in for the Nocturne. I thought it was a little bit suspect. But it ends up being positive for Yone. Gets a 2-for-1 in a 1v3. You can't really get much better than that. I was thinking, dude, if he had IE, maybe he was going to get that LeBlanc as well. But he just has so many levels on them at this point. IE completed. IE shield bow at 17. Plus the Zeal. What the hell is the boss thinking here? Guys. It's really good they denied the soul point. It was going to be a bit of an issue that. Interestingly, he has a sweeper. I would have thought he would be going a lot more yellow trinket just to get some deep vision out for the Nocturne. Try and ward out like the Nocturne camp so you know what side he's on before the ultimate. But he just goes a sweeper so he can play a little bit more aggressively in these brushes. Make sure he's out of vision. This champion feels really good. It's a smooth champ, you know? I love champion designs that feel extremely satisfying. And Yone is definitely a very satisfying champion, okay? Especially when you come into like the mid to late game and you got that boots, you got some attack speed, it feels very clean. Clunky champions to me, like I've got 1500 Talia games. It's a clunky champion, you know? Aurelion Sol, it's a clunky champion. Smooth champions, things that I think of it like Jhin, Yone is a very smooth champ. Oh my god, he's dropping bloody low here. Asharo just juked. Ezreal, dude, all these ultimates coming through for him. What's some more smooth champions? Give me some recommendeds. I feel like is Ash smooth, Ezreal? Gotta be smoother champions than that. I feel like Jhin is the epitome. I think Jhin design is one of the best in the game. The Scion gets his 6th death. Will he go 10 deaths this game? If I had to put money on, I would say yes. Ultimate's back up. DP's up. Flash in 15 seconds. I'm going to start pressuring these outers. So much gold on these outer tier 2s now, guys. If you can commit for these. If your team's getting sieged up in the mid lane, but you can hard commit on the side lane for these towers, I genuinely think it's worth it. Even if your team, like, 2 or 3 members drop. The gold is so nice. They, of course, buffed it, like, 4 patches ago or something like that. Heading back now. Start working some defensive items in there, hey? Get some magic resist. I'm intrigued what it's going to be. What's the game plan? Like Chain Vest. GAPD. You can't go more shield bow, right? We'll see. Quit send, maybe? Not sure. Be sweet. Ultimate int onto the... Just look how much damage he has. Let's see. Okay. Have a nice life, buddy. And I kind of like this Ashe and Ezreal duo in the bot. Set an Ashe arrow down, then throw the Ezreal. You're halfway to 16. And these manaless champions are bullshit. Farm every camp, there's no downside, you have too much sustain. Now it's looking to be a group in the mid lane. TP comes out for the Scion. He's going to look to come in from the side. Let's see who he gets on. What's the game plan here? Stacking his Q up. He's going to EU. He's going to take the Scion out of the game. Catch you later. Heading over to the Baron. You have no Mals. Not as though Nocturne can really get into the pit though. Gotta care. Nocturne. Oh my god, LeBlanc picks up the pike. We gotta care that Nocturne doesn't flash into the pit here. There he is. Come here, boy. Nocturne gets into the pit, and just like that, the game is turned on its head. But we're going to try and look for our 12th. Ults in. By Ashe. And look for the Ezreal as well. Wouldn't be surprised if he looks for it. Holy fuck, that Ezreal damage. Let's see. Okay, Ezreal. That's not how you play against a Yone, buddy. So stupid. Infernal's up. I'm just gonna solo it? Sure. I don't see why not. He'd be dying for it back. He'd be on a lot of gold now. We're not done resource gathering. We're still gonna farm the bot side. This is gonna be a big old buy. I can't wait. It's not a GA, it's a death dance. I love it. So much more sustain, so much more survivability. That makes sense. I like it. Got everything up now. We got Flash, we have Teleport, level 16. We're pretty much on our way to full build. And I'm wondering if he even completes the Zeal item. He's just gonna... Like, do you even need to? Because you've got the crit, you got all the crit you need from the shield bow IE, but we'll see. We're gonna move in to try and steal away some jungle camps. Anything, like, it's kill on sight at this point. Anything you see, it's an all-in. We can track down the Scion. Gotta try and cut off the ult. He does it. Q's in. And here comes Snow, the Nocturne's topside. We got a free run in the bot. Good look for the tower here. Hopefully, I feel like you want to poke him as much as possible there to try and deny the clear of the wave, but we're fine. As you gotta be scared for this Ashe and Ezreal. He's in. Ults in, picks up the Ez, gets exhausted. It's too late there, Ashe. What are you doing, mate? Well done by Pi. Good job, Savior. Hitting the base. Wait for this next wave and start working our way on the inhib enemy team. Only remainder is the LeBlanc. Nice clean game. I'm happy. This is a good review. Really demonstrates the strengths, how you should play it into the top side. It's probably a lot different. A lot of the matchups, like if you're playing into a Jax or something, I don't know, like I'm not really sure what Yone, like the hardest matchups for Yone in the top side, like maybe Renekton or some bullshit, but it's obviously a lot different. He had a nice lane here as he might have to blow his flash. We just gonna die. Well, we're just gonna die. We're gonna get the mid lane inhib. And I guess I'll see you guys on the reset, hey? Get the force out. Okay, respect. Curious what full build is. Gets the wit's end. Gets the wit's end. And considering he's been sitting on Zeal this whole time, I reckon he sells Zeal for, at whatever point he can build a full item. Like a Bloodthirster, a GA, Merc Skim, something like that, surely. Or Dom. Because he has teleport, but it's 20 seconds until he's up. Takes the Ezreal out of the game. And now, if I'm them, I just wait. He's like, he's pinging that he's gonna TP on this waves though. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. Oh, would have been nice if he TP'd on that topside wave and all in, but this is unnecessary risk. Clear, clear, clear. Do we get red? Do we really give Aphelios the red? Okay. Nice guy. And I'm excited for the last team fight. The game is pretty much done. I mean, it's almost a 10k gold lead. As long as he plays the team fight slow and correctly, gets the kills he needs, no exhaust on the Ashe. I don't see how he doesn't just one-tap everyone. We are clocking almost 300 CS here at 27 minutes. And you'll notice he averages 9 to 10 CS per minute per game. It's a very nice farming champion when you get into the swing of things. This con like that. It's a solo. The boss. One more death. Come on, please. Picks up the Ezreal. 17 and 2 here. Still 30-second cooldown on the sign. We should be able to run it through. As long as this minion wave doesn't get killed, we're going to be ending here. Nocturne ult comes through. Beautiful Hourglass by Pyke. Looking for the Nocturne now. We're going to get eared up on the return. That's why maybe Merc Skim would be a nice last buy. Now we're going to work onto the Nexus, boys. And that is going to be it for today's review. Hey, what the hell was that? As we're able... Well... fortunately, we're staying here. Because they did not get the dub. And we get to see the full build. It's a GA. Nice. Alright, perfect. The full build, he pulls out the GA, he sells the Zeal. I did think the sitting on Zeal for a long time. I guess it's just for that early spike of crit. The only reason you'd really go it and that extra attack speed to feel smooth. And then you just end up selling it late. Okay. Got our GA now. We have teleport for the backdoor, but no wards. So it should just be an objective setup. And hopefully that means the boss gets 10 deaths. Let's hope. TP comes out. I think Ezreal thought it was done. Did Ezreal just... I think Ezreal just DC'd, by the way. Not DC'd, he's left. TP comes in from the Mouse. TP comes in from the Yone. All the lads running in. They're on the Nash. Come on, come on, get the steal. Ult's in. Nocturne gets the Baron. We pop over with that E. Looking to try and pick someone up before the E tick back. I don't think he's going to be able to get it. Snaps back to reality, and now it's all eyes on the Nexus. 5 of the boys run in against 4. Give us a smooth 20 kills, please. Hop. I'm still not a fan of the new GA animation, by the way. I don't know if any of you guys are not a fan, but it's hard for me to distinguish. I think in a team fight, it's very hard to see who the hell has it and what's happening. And they're finally going to pop the Nexus, boys. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I love this player, guys. I'll put a link to his stream in the description below. And until next review, I'll catch you later. Peace.